Hey, what's up? Dave Russell here with the Real Projections video cast thing with Joe Barty.
What's up?
And Matthew Macalawesome, illustriously guest sitting in again. We can't find anybody else.
We got to get ham gravy back.
Hold the gravy.
Hold the gravy.
Yeah, that's right. It's the podcast. Hold the gravy.
So we're gonna do the Muppets as illustrated by my badassery on
Can they see that?
If they can.
I don't know. Here you go.
We're
gonna. It's the Muppets Reservoir Dogs T-shirt.
Yeah, right.
I've never found another one.
Reservoir Frog.
It's not easy being Mr. Green. So
why are we doing the Muppets, Dave?
Because the Muppet movie. Oh, what is the official title?
The Muppets.
It is the Muppets.
It is the Muppets.
The Muppets is coming out. We just saw yesterday a little sneak preview.
We did.
Work in the press.
That's right.
And we're going to talk about the Muppets because it is a cultural icon, and damn it, it needs to be talked about.
That's right. And it's back.
And it's back.
I think it is back.
I would say it's pretty solidly back.
Yeah.
Seems like it's back. It's got its foot back in the door.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's start with Dave.
Oh, wow. All right. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to start negative.
Oh.
I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm going to say the word hate. What I hated about this movie.
It's a strong word.
It is strong.
The music sucks.
Be specific. The original music.
The original music in this sucks.
The
original music composed strictly for this movie was awful. It wasn't even close to good, and I wish it was. Because music to me is such an integral part of what the Muppets are. They are a music based thing. They sing, they dance. It's what they. I mean, Paul Williams, who is now the president of ASCAP. It wrote a good chunk of those songs. I believe it was a good chunk. And that's the level of songwriting that has been put into this. And this movie just fails.
The Everybody's Happy song at the beginning.
That wasn't so bad.
Which comes back at the end.
That wasn't so bad.
Do you actually remember the words right now? No. See,
no.
I have no idea. It wasn't even called Everybody's Happy. It was like I don't even remember.
Everything's
Can you hum the hook?
And you heard it twice.
Yeah,
you heard it twice in the movie,
yeah.
at the beginning and the end. I don't remember a note.
Well, that wasn't the worst one. And the worst one for me is a toss-up between the Chris Cooper rap, which I'm guessing that they had to go in and add the follow-along words in post because he couldn't really rap. Or the Miss Piggy... Amy Adams duet, but not a duet. The I'm all by myself thing. Which
I felt
was just awful.
the movie ground to a halt as soon as Amy Adams started singing.
She's a good singer though.
It doesn't matter.
It was the song.
It was the song, and it was the placement of the movie,
and
you were suddenly like, I don't really care about this chick as much as I care about everything else that's going on. There is a certain level of insanity to the movie where we're just going to throw a whole bunch of Muppet-related shit at the screen and see what sticks. So it doesn't all stick. I think that's totally true. But I think we all agree that much more of it does stick than doesn't. Yeah. Even though we've started off so negative, I think we all kind of like the movie.
I loved it.
So,
I loved the movie. They really captured, I think, throughout the movie, like the zaniness of the Muppet Show.
Yeah.
That was one of the things that was always interesting about the Muppet Show on television, and then the Muppet movies.
The movies,
because the Muppet Show is always the zany, crazy show, and then the Muppet movies were the touching.
Yes, they went sentimental.
About friendship and about love and
they hit
family.
on solid themes.
Yeah.
And they did all of that in this movie.
In this movie,
and it was. I think they pulled it off very, very well.
Yeah, for sure.
Actually, I read this, speaking of the show, the actual show, I read this very interesting blog the other day about how 30 Rock is essentially a retelling of The Muppet Show. Think about it.
Tina Fey's Kermit.
Yes, right? This very kind of neurotic, weird person trying to pull together a show constantly at the last minute with this zany cast of characters.
Baldwin Fozzie? No.
Baldwin? Sam the Eagle.
Oh, yeah!
That
makes sense.
Wow. Yeah. I'll find the. We'll put the link to that blog in there. It's really cool. You're like, dude, that is that show. It is that show. Wow. It's so awesome.
It's amazing to me how many Muppets they managed to cram into the movie without me feeling like anyone sort of got short shrift or left out. I was glad. I was very happy about the amount of Gonzo. Where it was just right.
Just enough for Gonzo.
Just right. He gets one incredibly ridiculous zany scene, essentially, and then he's around for the rest.
But he has a couple of zany moments.
A couple of zany moments as well.
Which is what Gonzo is the chaos that creeps in.
Yeah, exactly. And it felt to me like they started to lean on him as we got into the 90s, and I think he get his own fucking feature.
Muppets in Space?
Muppets in Space is solely Gonzo.
Yeah, that's a mistake.
And it wasn't bad, but it was a little heavy Gonzo.
But I love that Animal. phenomenal. Come on, Animal is great. Everything Animal does is fantastic. They give him now I'm trying not to ruin it, but they give him like fucking the great character wrinkle of being like in rage treatment or rageaholic, and drum is his keyword. That was genius. Who else? Like we talked about the bear already. You know, I just felt like everyone I wanted to see, even I don't know all their names, but the big dude with the giant mouth, Sweetums. As soon as he showed up, I was like, yes, he's there.
But what was great is that they kept growing. Like they had this whole montage where they went to go get like the key characters, but then like they would be in a meeting and then like 5 more would be there. And they would be, like in the theater, and then montage with the cleaning, and then like 10 more are there. I was like, oh dude, I remember him. I remember him. Well, oh yeah, there he is. The babies are there. There's the babies.
I didn't see the babies.
Oh, the babies were there.
Oh man,
the babies were there.
See that?
They even got the Manamana guy in there.
Really?
Yeah.
That the movie sort of walks this line between people who are our age or even older, who will enjoy it on one level, and their children who will enjoy it on another. It's the perfect movie for Thanksgiving because it's really one of those that everybody in the family will have some connection to it in some way. The kids may view it as new or they have limited exposure. The parents will see it as a total nostalgia trip. Jason Segel brings it some sort of hip cred. You know?
Well, I think he brings the credibility as he brings credibility back to the Muppets because he's such a Muppet fan.
Yeah, and Nicholas Stoller who wrote it as well. You know, there is this danger that what you're doing is you're taking something that we all hold very dear from our childhood and you're crassly commercializing it, which is not what happened here because of Jason Segel and Nicholas Stoller. Their heart was in the right place. They were not interested in this as a we'll make a shitload of money.
I think that's what the most recent movies, the past movies, have
were
been
cash
with the Christmas specials and the Muppets in space.
It's just a known property. There's a certain amount of money you're going to always make. But this movie feels like, you know, there's care there and there was love, which you need. That rather than movie sequels, which they're going to do, that's fine. I would much rather see the Muppet Show come back on television, do a half hour a week.
I would love that.
22 episodes a year. That type of material, it just feels to me is ideal for that, and that's why the Muppet Show still, if you watch it now, it has edge. It's still funny.
The Steve Martin, my two favorite episodes of the Muppets are the Steve Martin episode and
the Mark Hamill one.
No, the Harry Belafonte.
Anything, dude. Anything
when he does the banana song with Fozzie. Oh my god, it cracks me up every time I watch it.
Belafonte's a solid performer.
Yeah.
We should just talk about the voices briefly. Kids will not even care about this conversation. It will not matter. They won't care. For people who are our age who remember the Muppets, there is I don't want to say there's a culture shock to it, but you definitely know that Kermit sounds different than when Jim Henson did it, you know, and Fozzie sounds different.
Fozzie and Piggy sound different.
Than when Frank Oz did it, etc.
Did Frank Oz not do Piggy for this?
No, you can tell.
No. Yeah, well,
and Frank Oz, from what I had read, was not a fan. Which we were talking about. I totally understand. You know, this is this dude's life work, and now other people have taken it and are doing whatever they want. So you should not be involved, Frank Oz. You should stay as far away and don't work with George Lucas ever.
But because he's just gonna fucking CG over your shit anyway.
They're gonna do audio.
That Yoda cameo was a real victory lap, wasn't it, Oz?
So, but. Aside from that, I thought it was going to bother me more than it actually did.
As a voice, I'm kind of a voice purist. I really am. It wasn't that bad.
No, it was good.
It really wasn't that bad.
I expected much worse.
Right, yeah. There's actually an entire, and I hate referencing it, but I have to for this. There's an entire Family Guy bit dedicated to this.
Is there really?
There's
another link.
That's another link for you.
Yeah, you should look that up now.
It's just going to be a page of links and then a video nobody watches.
I'm going to link to a page with a page of links.
Or other people are going to get to this and be like, what did these guys talk about? Holy crap.
But it's like, in true Family Guy fashion, it's, hey, you remember that one time when Muppets had completely different voices? And it's the Muppets going, yes, Kermit, I do not agree. Oh, Piggy, my sweet, oh, that's fucking hilarious. But the voices are good. They're really, and they try, and I think that's the thing about voices is you have to try and you have to want to be good. Like they didn't get just some schlumpy voice actor that has a very similar type of timbre.
These people had obviously been studying.
They wanted it to be good, and that really pushes through a lot of the What I would see is like fail points in doing the voice.
Right. Well, I think that they've done a good
There's
job.
Heart. There's heart to it.
I think
so. For Real Projections, I am David Russell with
Joe Barty
and
I can't say my name.
Matthew Michael Awesome,
the
third Esquire. And we are done. As always, leave your comments and concerns also down there, a little bit below the links. And watch this. Share this. There's a little Facebook link. It's going to be reverse.
Over there?
There.
There's somewhere up in there.
Yeah, there should be a Facebook link up there. I don't know if I'm out of frame. Up there. You should click on that and share that with your friends. And, yeah, we'll see you.